3 Weather Lab. Here's Daniel's True View forecast.
Good evening, everyone. Most of us have made it to the weekend already, and it has been a tricky forecast trying to figure out what's going on this weekend. I think we've got showers mixed in there somewhere. Pinpointing exactly where and when, though, has been a tough task. I'm going to run you through all of that here. As we go through the next couple of minutes, we've got some activity out over towards the west. And this is part of an upper level system which has generated quite a bit of wet weather out through central Texas. And this system is working its way from west to east and could be providing some showers, especially out over towards the border, maybe a little bit later on tonight. But it gets a little bit trickier because there's going to be a front here that stalls out. I think that most of the showers kind of hang out along the Texas-Louisiana border. As we go forward through the weekend, eventually we'll get little bits of energy that's going to be able to work some of those showers into the region. What we've got here is a disturbance that's riding up along this westerly flow, which is riding along the top end of that ridge. And so anything that gets going here, eventually it kind of drags its way towards us, and it doesn't necessarily have the energy by the time it gets to us that it does out over towards the west. Now, because we do see a flare up, I would watch out, especially towards Lake Charles and western parts of Louisiana. I'd watch for some showers a little later on tonight. I don't think it's going to have the ability to kind of keep itself going, though, as it works its way towards Acadiana. Short-range models seem to agree, and we've seen the models trend drier and drier here over the last couple of days when it comes to Saturday's forecast. We'll have a lot of clouds out there through the day tomorrow. Plenty of clouds, some showers out over towards the north. As we get into the afternoon, maybe some clearing, light clearing, patchy sunshine out there, and then things become a little more interesting a little later on. This is Saturday right around 10 o'clock. Showers get going out over towards the west, and I think that as we go overnight, eventually they kind of push their way into the area. We've got scattered showers for early Sunday morning. Clouds are going to be lingering for Sunday as well, with showers eventually clearing off. This is Sunday in the afternoon. You still have some activity out over towards the west. And if we take a look at the extended, more long-range model here, that kind of picks up on that activity as we get into early parts of next week. So I think we'll go through most of the day tomorrow without too much wet weather. A lot of clouds, maybe some isolated showers later on in the night, and then getting into early Sunday morning. As Sunday rolls on through, I think we see another increase late Sunday getting into Monday, and I think we could be waking up to some wetter weather for early Monday. But all of this is dependent on that upper level disturbance working its way through the area, and those are notoriously finicky, really hard to pinpoint. So we're going to be unsettled here, and I do think we squeeze out some showers. We may just have to wait until Monday. Still, though, I would try and take care of any kind of outdoor chores. Maybe early Saturday is going to be your best bet to do it, because you could run into some of that isolated activity a little later on in the day. 62 for your overnight low tonight. We'll go with a 20% chance of rain overnight. Isolated showers possible predominantly in western parts of Acadiana and western parts of Louisiana. It's the thing about Jefferson Davis Parish westwards. You've got 78 degrees for your high tomorrow. Plenty of cloud cover with scattered showers in the afternoon and the evening. Will go right around 30% on your rain chances for tomorrow. Sitting in the 70s here the next couple of days. We are really warm going into next week. That ridge is going to expand a little bit. We may be looking at temperatures close to about 90 on Wednesday, unsettled again at the end of that 10-day forecast. And there's your look at weather, and we will be right back right after this.
That siren, known by many from the movie The Purge, was not received well by some living in Crowley. Chris Walty spoke to the chief on his decision to sound the siren as a part of the city's curfew.
Crowley Police Chief Jimmy Broussard says he's never seen The Purge, but he knows the sound to be an old military siren. Since the alert Thursday night, the department has received mixed messages about their curfew warning to residents. Ty Abshire was caught off guard when he heard the Purge siren echoing through the streets of Crowley around 9 o'clock Thursday night.
It was just crazy. I knew they had the curfew, but nobody was expecting to hear that kind of siren.
Police Chief Jimmy Broussard says his intent was never to scare anyone.
As we examined it, we didn't want to go through with our regular sirens because we didn't want to create more havoc. And one of the officers who is military approached me and said, well, you know, Chief, there is an old military siren that was used. It was used in the movie Purge, but it's been used for many, many years. And after listening to it, I said, well, it's a more muffled tone. It, wouldn't create to me as much havoc.
The department has since received more than 500 comments on Facebook questioning why they use the siren and why the curfew is being strictly enforced.
It was to remind people that this is a very serious matter. It's a very serious disease. It's a very serious pandemic going on. I think part of the issue is people are not seeing, even if they look at the statistics, it's not real to them.
Abshire says he understands the chief's intentions, but says people on Facebook are now going too far.
A post on Facebook saying, oh, I know who I'm going to go kill tonight. Oh, it's your time. Oh, you have it coming. Things like that. So I've just definitely thought a better siren could have been issued.
Our purpose was to let people know, and if they know now, even through this, how dangerous this pandemic is, how dangerous this COVID-19 is, then okay, it was accomplished.
Abshire hopes through all of this, people do see the good work first responders are doing to stop the spread of COVID-19.
Thank y'all, and continue to do what y'all do and be heroes out on these streets.
The chief says moving forward, he doesn't plan to use any sirens for a situation like this. In Crowley, Chris Welty, KATC TV3.
Barricades are up at Walmart stores throughout Acadiana. As of tomorrow, the retail giant will be limiting the number of people allowed in for each 1,000 square feet of space. Customers will be admitted one by one and counted before entering. Signs and employees will also remind shoppers of the importance of social distancing while they wait in line.
And because of social distancing, Sundays are so much different for so many people across Acadiana, not being able to go to church. But as Abby Breidenbach reports, a local DJ is looking to fill the gap.
When I woke up on a Sunday morning, I told myself something is missing. Something is missing.
DJ Big